Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good as well. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Koi Creatives. If you're joining me for the first time, guys, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're coming back again, like this is not the first time on this YouTube channel, please like this video before we even proceed, kindly. And guys, I'm so grateful for the love you've shown the two previous videos that I've done. And it's not about the numbers, but about the watch hours. I still need the numbers, but I also need the watch hours. Whatever you guys have done about the two videos is amazing. Like, you're watching the whole video, and that is contributing to my, a good graph. Nikicheki pale kwa analytics. So yeah, thank you, and continue watching, continue liking, always comment on the comment section hapo kwa video yako. It contributes so much to interactions kwa YouTube studio. And guys, I'm here because all of you requested, everyone who has watched keenly requested for part 3 of the two previous videos that I've done. And I feel like even before I do a part 3 of the video, which is coming, like guys, I'm giving you the part 3 of the video, like sikatai, but before I do that, I feel like I should talk about the things that I looked down upon when I was there, when I was going through those things. I should talk about the red flags that I used to see then, but I was not in a position, to say these are red flag. I'm not supposed to be sitting for that, and I'm supposed to move on past that, because I feel like they were so loud. And I've also come to learn that things don't go bad in a relationship. Things don't go bad, they start bad, because I feel like they started really bad, and that's why we at this point we are now together. And I'm happy, it's okay, it's good, I learned. Yeah, so today guys, I'm just going to, in a nutshell, I just want to talk about the things that I overlooked before we proceed to the other video. So guys, remember I told you that the first red flag was actually this guy asking for before it brought itself. You see, I feel like asking for it is a bit off, considering I've never had it. Like, I felt like that thing was supposed to bring itself. Yeah, so that was the first red flag I overlooked, guys. So I feel like sometimes okay, people talk about it, people talk about it, but this time this guy was not asking me to talk about it with him. He was just asking it to happen. So that was red flag number 1. Number 2, red flag number 2 is the fact that, you see, the period that he used, this corona time, that period that we were away, like, apart from each other for 4 months, I feel like I underlooked so many things, because this guy will not call me, this guy will not text me. Yeah, this girl will take me, I'll feel it in me like he's taking me for an option. And the funny thing is that when someone is doing all that to you, feel it, only that you try to to be in denial, like you don't want to accept. You just feel your heart with, oh, he's busy, he's doing that. But I can attest to, like, if someone wants to talk to you, he will, she will definitely create time for that, create time to talk to you. So you see, all this time that we were having issues, and he was treating me like an option. He was not, guys, like literally, he will tell me like the phone was charging, he slept. Guys, if someone is telling you he slept, that's why he didn't call you, I think that's a red flag. I'm your first business if I'm your loved one, and you should even do more to me, because we are just dating. You should try to prove to prove how good you are to me when we are dating, because it's not gonna end up like that when you're maybe married or something. I'ma be like, things change. There are things that occupy your life and you can't be there constantly calling someone. So I feel like each time when you're on a date should be like the other person or you should be at your best behaviors, you know. So yeah, I feel like I was supposed to ask myself, mbona huyu msee hanicall, mbona huyu msee hanitext. Like those are some of the things that I used to see, like mi kwanza nilikuwa, by the way nakumbukanga hiyo time vile nilikuwa najiambia labda ako busy. Unajua ni ucha haizi shinda na simu the whole time. So yeah, that's number 2. I overlooked the fact that he used not to have my time. And number 3, I overlooked the fact that he cheated on me for the very first time. And the fact that he cheated on me, because that's when I knew that throughout the 4 months he used to cheat on me. So I overlooked that fact, that the fact that he used to cheat on me, and the fact that he was dishonest when it comes to me. Because how will you disclose some other things to people and you're not telling them to your girlfriend? Plus I feel like we used to have, in a nutshell, we used to have so many bad times unlike the good times. Like, what I mean is, the bad times outdid the good times. Sijika, makes sense. Like, the bad times used to be many more than the good times. And I feel like that's something that happens to many people. I have people who come by day in my inbox. I don't know why people, for some reason, believe like I can give advice to, that kind of situation. But I feel like if someone is, mara mingi tu mnakuanga mkisolve my issues, I feel like sometimes it's not healthy, because they're healthy stuffs. I don't know, they're healthy places to be. It's not that hakuna argument, it's not that, but they don't happen as often. They don't happen as often. You see, you get. And if they happen as often, they don't take away your peace. Yeah? So yeah, so that's one thing I overlooked. The fact that he cheated on me. I was supposed to think, even if I was supposed to stay for the, like, he has cheated on me, like, just leave it. I overlooked the fact that he cheated on me, and that's not right. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah. Number 5, I overlooked the fact that he slapped me. You guys, who slaps a woman? Like, who fights a woman? Yeah. And the funny thing, by the way, the funny thing is, sijui mbona, like, if someone slaps you, ama unafanya unaachangwa tu ukifeel like, if I never shouted, if I never said these words, hangefanya hivyo. And that's so wrong, by the way. Like, kufeel hivyo, if you never did this, hangefanya hivyo. That person was not supposed to slap you at the very first place. Una get? So I don't know how we end up feeling evil. Another red flag is that I overlooked the fact that he made me apologize for stuff that I never did. Like, every time we'll have an argument, maybe for the years that I knew him, like since 2015 to now 2022, hapo mwanzo, I've never heard him say like, okay, this was my mistake and I apologize. I never at one point had him say that was his mistake, he needed to apologize. And I just don't know what used to happen to me. Like, I'll find myself apologizing for things that I never did, and that's so wrong. Someone who puts you in that position is not a good person to be with. So you could just weigh your options and know evil. Another thing is that he was so controlling. Like, I was not allowed to visit my friends, and I was not allowed to talk things to my friends. Okay, which I feel like, okay, I was supposed to do boundaries, which I did, but then I was not supposed to visit my friends. This girl will come home at 3 a.m. But if I visited my friends and went back home at 7 p.m, like niende kwa mtu saa 9 and then kuje saa 1 za usiku, we will argue about that. hata kama ni kwa simu, like mbona unafika kwa nyumba hivyo, watu wanaona msichana akifika kwa nyumba, like he was so controlling you guys, like aje, how now. Anytime yote hata naenda kukaa peke yangu, like sweet yako hapo, sweet alifika kwa hao akakaa peke yake, anaenda tu kukaa peke yangu. And another thing, I feel like this guy was so, I don't know what right words to put, like he used to know all my stories, including my family background, and he had not given me access to, his family background. Like he felt like there's things about his family I'm not supposed to know. And I remember I even knew the number of his siblings, like kabisa hiyo time tuko na chaos, hiyo time tunataka kuachana, that's the time nilijua like kwao ni wangapi, and which to date I'm not sure whether I know kabisa like ni wangapi kwao. There are days even like the sister will call and then he says like tuongee kesho, siko mahali naweza ongea, and sasa place hayuko mahali tunaweza ongea, ni place tuko na yeye, like what the fuck, what the f. Cause I feel like I'm family. Why don't you make me family? When will I ever cross your side ingine ya family? And I thank God, by the way. I thank God sitaki kuingiza God hapa, but I think God had a good reason as to why I never just went deep into knowing his family. Am I into doing stuff with his family? I just thank God because of that, because ingekuwa even more chaotic. So I feel like those are some of the things I look down upon, and the fact that this guy had changed, because me nikimjua hakuwa anakunywa, hakuwa na smoking, but every time we had an argument he will try smoking, but he will drink kila siku. So I had all these red flags, you guys, but I never was willing to change. Shida yangu sijui ilikuanga gani, I just don't get it mpaka wa leo. So yeah, I'll just say those are some of the things that I overlooked before I do part 3 of this video, which I'm doing today, guys. I'm doing it today, the part 3 of this video. And guys, am I just allowed to say if someone has raised a hand on you, the possibility of him ever not doing it again is 0. So guys, as I was saying, I feel like there's some things I feel like si poa. Plus I feel like by the I overlooked so many things. We'll go with this guy somewhere like out, and then if for example a woman does stuff that is not pleasing, this guy will like badmouth the like the lady, like anaongea vibaya. And I feel like that's what used to happen every time we had an argument. He will do that to me, because he never had like respect for women. Yeah, he never had respect for men. He'll even attempt to fight with a woman in a club, and those things are the things that he'll do on me, you get. Plus raising your voice on your parent, especially your mom or your dad, he will do that so openly. And if that person is not respecting the parent, the possibility that person is respecting you is as well 0. Yeah, cause like me say respect mzazi wangu, who are you, unaget. So I feel like there's so many things that we overlook just because we love someone. And I feel like just because you love someone, it's not an enough reason for you to be there, to be doing life with them. There are so many reasons to be able to, like there's so many reasons that you're supposed to see to be able to live with someone, or just to be in a relationship with someone. You don't have to move in. And guys, I don't think I'll advise people to move in. I just don't think I will. I just don't think I'll advise anyone to move in. So okay, I'm not trying to be toxic, but I feel like you need to take your time. You also need to know the kind of partner you have. I'm not giving you advice, but in many cases haishangi poa, like it doesn't end well, especially when the other person feels like when in jinga, like you don't want to explore, like anaona kama you're there and you're looking for another life later. I feel like that's not right. So guys, if someone has told you atakuchapa, guys, they'll ever do it, trust me. If someone raises a hand on you, the possibility that they'll never do that again is zero, almost a zero. What else? If someone cheats on you today and that person does not admit that he did it, so he would apologize, the possibilities that that person sees that is a mistake and will not do it again is also zero. So you better, run for your life. Yeah. And there's so many things that used to happen in now, things that I'm going to talk about in part 3. So many, like, intimate stuff, you guys. Yeah. So yeah, let's meet part 3.